Here's the basil. None's germinated yet. Probably gonna put a humidity dome over these. This is our heat mat. We got a soil probe sticking in there to tell our sensor or our controller back here what the temperature of our soil is and what it's heating it to. So over here is the controller. It says it's 80.4 degrees in that soil right now. That's pretty good for basil germination. And this is the clip that clips onto both of the pieces of mat and the screen, and it electrifies it right here. So we got tomatoes germinating. These are going to go down to aquaponics. Here's basil that's germinated. All right, so I'm checking on our greens, Asian greens, our tatsoi. It's germinated pretty well. Let's see, here's in one tray, the broadcast method. So this tray did pretty good, the 601. Let's see, no, I don't see any germination of spinach, but I noticed we have some peas that germinated. That was like 6-year-old seed. We got one there. See another one under there. I don't see any spinach though, so that shows that the spinach viability is pretty poor. And I'm gonna grab another tray of tatsoi. We're gonna transplant from 601 cells to 72 cells. So I'll grab a 72 cell tray, pull that out, fill it with soil, and show you how I would like these broken apart and transplanted. So this is our 72 cell tray. Let's see, is it 72? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 times 6 is 72. So that's our 72 cell tray. We're gonna take our soil barrel, mix this up a bit, and fill our tray. Like to dump it in there like that and smooth the soil over it. We want to make sure all these cells are filled evenly. And to do that, this is the first step. After we get most of the soil into each cell, we're going to tamp this down. Take a couple more handfuls there, and there. Go like that, and then all you do, something like that. See how that soil settles in there nice. And now I can top it off a little bit. See, some of these are going to be lower than others. So, like that, tamp one more time. And that's pretty good. Now, when doing these transplants, and going from here to here, all you need to know is you need to make sure to save your tag so you can transfer it to this 72 cell container, and you just dump it out like that and lightly let the roots fall apart, so you can kind of use your fingers to break it up, get them into even smaller pieces, and there, boom, individual plant. That's what I'm looking for. Now I need my handy dandy pencil, number 2. It's not a Ticonderoga. You can make a nice little space, drop your roots down into there, push it back down in, boom, look at that. That was one. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna fill this whole tray, and you wanna do this rather quickly. The good thing about this is you guarantee, instead of sowing, so we do this because we start seeds in the 601 and transfer them to here, because if we were to start seeds in this, there's nothing ever has a 100% germination rate. So we could be sowing seeds in here and not everything's going to germinate. Then we'll have empty cells. By doing it this way, we can make sure that we're putting a plant into each cell that, you know, is already growing, and we won't have empty space, because that empty space, once it sits there for a while and you continue to water it, you know, you get fungal buildup in that space. The soil doesn't dry out. It creates problems, pest problems. So that's why we do this. Just transplanted all our tatsoi seedlings into our 72 cell. Got my tag in there. Now I'm gonna go water them in. We're gonna use the fertilizer water. So we got our transplants. We're gonna water them in with our fertilizer water. Make sure our hose is on and make sure they're saturated pretty good. Move this out of the way. And then just do a light, you know, soak, wait for it, the water to drain through the media, and then do it again. And your plants are probably gonna be laying over a bit like this, but transplanting plants promotes root growth and they're gonna do just fine. These will perk up in a few days. I am gonna put them back under lights in the back of the botany lab because the day length is not very long right now, and then if they were in the greenhouse, they wouldn't thrive. Now I want to probably move these out of the way, put these down here. I'm going to put our transplanted tatsoi up here under these LEDs. Notice that they're raised up off that heat mat because they don't need heat anymore. It's going to make them stretch more, so this is kind of like a nice little gap here. And yeah, we'll check on these again on Monday. This is what I'm going to have Hort 150 do for lab this coming week, and some other things, but you know, this is a good skill. This is what we're going to be doing throughout the semester. These plants look sad now, but they'll perk up come Monday. They're going to be looking great. So